Sorry about that. But I can't hear what you're saying. I can't hear you from the very start. All right, cool. So, thank you. It's a good thing I saw that. You guys were all telling me no sound. Thank you. You guys should be able to hear me now, right? I pulled a Ryan. I pulled a high Rye. Somebody tell high Rye. I pulled a fucking high Rye. You know what it was from? It was from cleaning the desktop, and my thumb hit the 48-volt button on my microphones. And I saw it. Luckily, I saw that shit. Boom. Click that bitch right on. Eddie, okay, so let's go through what you guys did not hear me say. I'll go through the whole show so you guys don't miss out. First thing I said, Debbie, 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 Debbie. What's up, Debbie? Debbie's the first one here, everybody. Debbie. I said that. I said, I'm making me some kafefi. I forgot to make some coffee. I'm making some kafefi right now. I'm going to make some kafefi. So I'm making kafefi, right? I'm in there and I'm talking. We're talking. We're in there, right? I'm over here. I look and I see Token Dave. I could barely see. I see the shape of his name. I'm like, Token Dave. I saw it said Southern Fisherman, kind of, but I wasn't sure. But the shape of it looked like Token Dave's name. I was like, Token Dave. And I looked closer. I could see Southern Fisherman. I was like, aha, I got that right. And then I saw Ed come in. And I said, Ed, I want you to know that your package is in the mail. And it's on its way to you, my friend. 2 packages going out. I also said I sold the first 1-ounce jar of triage oil today. You know, I usually do buy one, get one free for $35, free shipping. Well, this was $25. And I figured if people didn't want to afford the 35, but they could afford the 25 for 1 ounce, I would do that. So that went out today too. Kind of excited about that because that shipping doesn't cost me as much. Benny, Rolling Stoner, what's up? So I told Ed that his thing was on his way. Thank you, Ed. And I also said, Ed, I spelled your name with 2 D's when I shipped it to you. I also said that. Then I walked in here and I was like, hey, what's up, everybody? Let's do a show. I was like, I forgot my kafefi, but here's my kafefi. Then when I was showing you everything, I was saying I dusted and cleaned the whole area, the studio, the glass. It's all clean. And I was just saying, look how clean everything was. I think that's everything I said. And hey, Billy, what's up? Oh, and I also said chacos. I also said that. And let me say hi to each and every one of you. Hippie Chick. I said hi, Hippie Chick. James McGill, hello, chacos. Killer GB, my favorite racist. What's up, brother? Thank you for telling me no sound, everybody. You guys are the best. No sound, no audio, no sound. Your mics of protein. Mics are a protein shake. There we go. Okay, cool. I can't see what you're hearing, but I can hear what you're saying. You had a whole montage and womp. Cheers, Benny. You picked up on the Pink Floyd. I knew you would. Yeah, of course I did. And Karen says, great job. Thank you, Karen. Looks nice. Kevin Vaught, Ox Project. Kevin, cool. Okay, so we're all caught up. I just want you to know I repeated everything. I don't think I said anything that I forgot. I just said I dusted and cleaned the whole thing, cleaned the whole broadcast studio area, vacuumed in here, man. Cleaned the glass. That was the other thing I said. I cleaned the bong. So that's going to be fun. That's always fun to smoke out of. And you know what also I said? I said that too. So I think I said everything now. This coffee, it smells so good. Oh, do you want to know what else I said? When I started making my coffee, I forgot to put the mug under the Keurig. So I'm over there cleaning the counter, making this weird noise. And I look over and the coffee's just dripping into the tray. But the mug was right there. So I grabbed the mug and I put it right in there. I just missed the first second or two, right? And then I said, maybe that'll make my coffee taste better because maybe that first couple of drips is like really bitter because it's super strong. I said, maybe I'll fucking discover something. Are you a ventriloquist guy behind you? Benny the Rolling Stoner. What? Oh, are you talking about Frankie? Crypto's pumping today? Yeah, I've got it up over here on the screen. I did that this morning, but didn't catch it. My counter was covered. I did it this morning, but didn't catch it. Oh, with coffee? You did the same thing today? How funny is that? That is so funny. Yes, sir, Frankie. Yeah, you see, yeah, I'm the puppet master. He's the one talking. That's funny. So, I forgot. You know, I cleaned up. I forgot to put my amplifier back. So one thing I forgot to put my amplifier right back here. I looked and I was like, oh, I'm all done. Well, I didn't put the amp back. But you know, I got something from the local store. It was a burrito and it was rotten. And I went to the store today and I was like, that burrito I bought from y'all was rotten. The owner was there. And she's like, you want to buy something else? I was like, yeah. So I got a frozen pizza out of the freezer. It's like, it was a little bit more expensive than burrito. She gave it to me. She didn't even make me pay the difference. So I was like, that's cool. You know, that makes up for it. I had a mouthful of rotten fucking pork in my mouth, but I spat that shit out. Fuck that. Oh my God. Can you believe that? Fucking pork gone bad, man. Oh, if I'd eaten that, I probably would have got salmonella. Is it salmonella from pork? Or is it ptomaine? I forget the name of the disease that pork gives you. You guys know it, though. What's the disease that pork gives you? When pork's gone bad and you eat it, or if you don't cook it fully, that's what it is. Oh, it probably wouldn't have gotten me sick just for being rotten. It's only if it's uncooked, right? That's the pork that'll get you. 7 years ago, best decision of your life. Really? Dude, you've had 7 years of no bacon. Just think about that, bro. 7 years of no bacon? I got a package in my fridge as we speak. Come on, man. Yo, I mean, once a month. Come on, bro. Rotten food isn't good. No, it's not that good, is it? Rotten food's not that good. Oh, man. So, I checked the news before I went live, and there's really nothing to report on. Home Depot is using a new technology on some of their items, and it is so stupid. When you check out, the item can only be activated as you buy it when you check it out. And if for some reason that system fails, then you take the item home, it might not fucking work. If the Bluetooth thing fails, it's so stupid. What a dumb thing to do. Hire more people if you're worried about theft. Home Depot, you motherfuckers. All of these big corporations, oh, we're worried about theft. Oh, we're worried about theft. Hire some security, man. People need the jobs, you assholes. When I was a kid, my mom used to take me to the mall. We go shopping. You know what a lot of stores had? They had fucking security guards in them, to prevent theft. Fuck you. Fuck all these goddamn corporations that don't want to employ motherfuckers. Fuck them all. Nene, I miss you. I'm glad you're back. Is your husband keeping you from watching my show? You tell that motherfucker let you watch this fucking show. I don't know what the fuck his deal is. Nowadays, the food and feed given the pork is clean. But rotten pork would probably give you food poisoning regardless. Yeah, man, I rinsed my mouth out, bro, for like 3 minutes. Dude, I was like, oh, God, I wouldn't even give it to my dog. And I told her that. I said, you know what? It was so rotten that I wouldn't even give it to my dog. When something's turning mealy, I give it to the dog. No big deal. He'll love it. But this was straight fucking rotten. And he probably would have eaten it, but fuck that shit. I wasn't going to give it to him. I put it down the goddamn garbage disposal. That'll keep my garbage disposal running. I mean, my septic really good. Having that raw, disgusting, rotten meat in there. That's good for, when they start I believe this is true. A lot of back in the days, you would start the process of bacteria building up inside a septic tank. They would put a turkey carcass in them. Yeah, close it up, they would drop a fucking turkey carcass in there to start the bacterial process, bacteria eating, human shit. Isn't that weird? So if you put raw, rotten meat or whatever, that's good. That'll create that bacteria. Trichinosis. Oh, is that what the pork gives you? Trichinosis. Right. I've been really busy. Just found out my mom has COVID. She's in Kentucky and I can't be there. Hey, Nay, the same thing happened to me. My mom got COVID and, she's not going to ask me to come be with her so she can give it to me. I'm 3,000 miles away. There was nothing I could do. She took care of herself. She had, and she did fine. And that was that first strain that was pretty bad. She was very sick. She said it's the sickest she's ever been in her entire life. It came up with taste vision, so you can taste stuff through the phone. No, Benny, I haven't. It doesn't sound real, Benny. Come on, Benny, are you that much of a sucker? Do you believe it? Benny, do you believe it? I mean, how is taste going to go over a phone, bro? Come on, man. Water, sugar, cornmeal, and dry yeast. Or you can use Rid-X. Septic tank bacterial solution. Water, sugar, cornmeal, and dry yeast. Huh. So you don't have to put a turkey carcass in there. That's good. You guys want to help me dirty up my bone? I thought you might. Top of the hour and all. Coming right up. Watching Louis Rossmann talk about this stupid policy. So, I really like this guy. And I'm going to tell you what I really like about him. Among other things, watch the way he opens up his upload, his podcast. Listen to what he says. Listen to this.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, everybody. How's it going? You just feel like you're fucking hanging out. He just makes you feel so comfortable and so welcome, and he's so friendly and he's a neat guy. That's a neat motherfucker right there. So you might want to watch him on YouTube if you want to learn a thing or two about life, because let me tell you something. Yeah, he's a technical guru. He is. But, a lot of his uploads are just about regular old life stuff. And he's great, man. He's great, man. He's got a lot of really good life tips. This happened to me. Some of my favorite videos that he puts up are the ones, they're the most honest, the most genuine. He says, hey, don't do what I did. Don't make the same mistakes I made. Don't be a moron like I was. Don't be me, the idiot. He does those titles, and he's awesome. So that's Louis Rossmann. Listen to what he says about Home Depot.
I hope you're all having a
and we'll pack the bong.
So I've been getting inundated with emails over this new Home Depot shoplifting fighting technology.
Inundated.
Admittedly, I'm getting to this a little bit late. I do get a lot of emails since I've made my email address public to 1.7 million people. I do read them.
1.7 million.
I tend to.
If I could be 1/10 as nice as him, 1/100th as nice as him, I'd probably have 1/100th of his subscribers.
My apologies.
I can't though. I just can't be nice.
Home Depot wants to
so funny, man. I've been nice my whole life.
And I wanted to share this with you and give you some of my thoughts. I don't think that this is going to be as effective as they think it will, and I'd like to explain why. So I'm going to play this and we'll watch it together.
Getting locked, and there are more surveillance cameras in the aisles.
Smile, you're being recorded.
And if a shoplifter runs out with a stolen power tool, good luck.
And a lot of our stores we're piloting right now some state-of-the-art technology
Oh, it smells so good.
that uses Bluetooth.
Sticky.
So that if you don't pay for this, if you don't scan it and go through the register, it won't even turn on. You're kidding me. We want people to know that.
Yeah. Home Depot. What happens when your little Bluetooth scanner fails? You get a whole bunch of people that go home with equipment that won't run. You guys are idiots. Lickable wallpaper. Well, these peaches taste like peaches. These bananas taste like bananas. She said, I'm okay. Stop tripping. She said, Lo, I just found out. But mothers, they won't let us worry. Yeah, just, keep up with her. Make sure that she's not overextending herself, that she's staying home and being, and not overexerting herself. Shirt bullshit. Dusty, Russell Brand, this guy, Elon, what the fuck? At least it's before Labor Day. Yeah, I got to wear a black shirt. I still got love handles. I got to wear a black shirt. What strain? This is, I believe it's Girl Scout cookies.
The value in
Plant
this
number
is
one.
the ability to work. And
You
if
guys
it's
ready
not
for a
gonna
nice
work,
milky
it's not
milk
worth it.
shot?
It's just a heavy box.
So
So there are a few assumptions that I think are inherent in this that are most likely going to result in this being a worthless.
No
exercise.
law regarding
The
Louis
first is that the
Rossman. That's
person who's
Louis
doing
Rossman.
this is doing
Subscribe to
research
his
prior
channel on
stealing
YouTube.
to figure out if it's a good idea to do the theft. Now, there are two different types of theft that I think you can
We'll do it from
combat
here.
The first
You don't have to see me.
is large-scale theft. So this would be where people are going into Home Depot, stealing 100 power tools each and every single day, like clockwork, and then reselling them on Amazon, eBay, or Craigslist. If you want to stop somebody who has a plan, I am going to take 100 of this particular product each day and resell it on this platform, then this may be something that will stop that because it takes away the incentive structure to do that if you're seeking repeat business. You're going to do this regularly. If you're talking about your standard average thief that walks into a store, like does this and like, I don't know, sneaks this under here and runs away, I don't think that you're going to be discouraging that person at all. The reason I don't think you're going to be discouraging that person is because the type of person who's going to just steal some random power tool out of the store is admittedly not the most intelligent and most likely not somebody that's doing research to figure out whether or not it's a good idea to do that before.
I don't know why I think that just because the bong's clean, I'm going to get somehow a smoother hit. So I take a twice as big a hit. Mistake.
Stealing. One example I'd like to provide is with the iPhone. I think it could be argued that the iPhone is one of the single most popular, well-known portable gadgets across the entire world. Almost everybody on Earth knows what an iPhone is and has a basic idea of what its functions are, even if they don't like it, even if they don't use it, even if they haven't had one in their home. What an iPhone is, I think it has some of the best penetration when it comes to non-tech people understanding what it is and how it works. In spite of that, and in spite of the fact that they have iCloud lock and all these features they are still stolen on a regular basis. Regardless of the fact that they will be rendered virtually useless, they are still stolen on a regular basis by people who have no concept of how these features work. One example of this is just from Erica's community page. My girlfriend posted saying that somebody that she knows had a phone stolen. He has a taxi cab, and the phone was taken out of the car. What makes this particularly interesting is not only the fact that iPhones, I think, are far better known amongst the average ordinary people for having anti-theft features than a power tool in Home Depot, which did not deter him, but that he did this inside of a taxi. Many taxis.
Yeah, I've grown
in fact,
inside.
most that I've been in, whether they're Ubers or Yellow Cabs,
I grew some
have
of
a
this
little
inside
notice
this
on
year.
it in writing that says you are being recorded. And when I get in the cab, I can see that there is a camera there recording me. So this person had a camera recording his face, had all the means to know that this was happening, and still chose to steal a device that is going to be functionally useless and worthless if when he goes to actually sell it or use it. And he did it anyway. And the reason that I believe this happened is because your average thief is just not very smart. And even if he is, he's not acting smart in a particular moment that
That is a great goddamn observation. He makes really good observations, man. You know, he's gonna. It looks like he's gonna just drone on and on and on about that one thing, but at the same time, he's right. It's probably not going to work. It's probably not going to help. If anything, it's an inconvenience to all of us, the legitimate customers out there. And I don't appreciate Home Depot thinking they can include some kind of a device on the equipment that you buy from them that will render it inoperable from the signal of a fucking Bluetooth. You know? Or that literally you're buying something on a counter, on a shelf at that moment, it doesn't even fucking work. You know? God, it's fucking so stupid. If I didn't have cannabis, I'd be different. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in California. I wouldn't be doing podcasting. Hell no. Cannabis changed my life, man. So, I got that clean glass, man. All excited about it. Let's see what else is going on here. Thunderfoot did a busted video. That might be fun to watch.
We all want to save the planet. Tell us about Pila.
Next guest wants us to wrap our brains around using compostable tech products.
And our guest says there are steps and changes we can make in our everyday lives.
Whoa, my scammer sense just went off the scale.
There's a cool new solution that may be just the next must-have household item
To help the environment, prevent waste management, and be more sustainable.
CEO and co-founder of Pila. Your company is backed by a heavy hitter known as Jay-Z, which is pretty amazing.
But explain this new product you have, because it's going to be
There's your first red flag right there. Okay.
a game changer.
A game changer? Now I'm certain.
We're kind of mimicking Mother Nature here. It sounds kind of weird. I call it my magic dirt machine.
What are some easy ways that you suggest reducing waste?
Beyond just what Lomi can do, which is turn your food waste into dirt overnight, I think is just a whole game changer.
Rule one, if you're ever going to do something that is so environmentally unfriendly that it's helping to destroy the planet, get a cute little kid to join in.
You're going to buy something anyway. Why don't we make it easy for you to buy something that's just better? I really think this should be in every household.
Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
If you're gonna buy something, you might be buying it from me. That's what the guy meant to say. Yeah, we could do more damage that way. That's a great fucking line, dude. It's one of my favorite lines in the fucking movie right there.
You're going to buy something anyway. Why don't we make it easy for you to buy something that's just better? I really think this should be in every household.
Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
We could do more damage that way. He's fucking, what a delivery on that. God, you gotta love him. Oh my God, the AMA from Saitama was awesome. You should check it out later tonight. Freaking Oracle. You know I love you, right, bro? And you know what usually follows when I tell someone that I really love them, right? You and I, Oracle, we had a whole conversation about this. And it was, I don't know, I'd say I was pretty explicit about how I felt about Saitama. I have no problem at all. I want you to know this with you bringing it up here, promoting it in here, talking about it in here. But I just want you to know how I personally feel about Saitama. I don't trust him. I don't want to use him. I don't want to go anywhere near him. I'm fucking sick of him. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Fuck you. You know, that's where I am with Saitama right now. God, the words. I just got to find the words. Like I said, I don't mind you covering it in here at all and promoting it even. But just understand, I'm going to tell everyone about the shit experience I had with that shit company. And I'm going to tell them how much I do not fucking trust them and how unprepared they were, you know, when they wanted my business. Watching the AMA bro, that was, don't you remember? That was what turned me off from them in the first place. Don't you remember on your channel? Oracle, come on, bro, think. I'll refresh your memory. You were hosting one of their AMAs. I don't know what AMA stands for. You were hosting one of them on your channel. There were 4 guys on screen. And I was in your chat, and I was going, these guys are fucking idiots. They won't even look at the fucking chat. They won't even read what the fucking people are saying in the chat. You know, kind of like I wasn't reading the chat when I first started the show, and I was pulling a high ride, and I was muted. Fucking shouts out high ride. I can't stand some people either. Ever been to St. Thomas? It sucks too. Also, whale jokes. Holy shit, bro. I'll bet, right? Dude, I don't believe this 9 bullshit. Oh, wrong guy. Oops. Oracle, I don't want to cut you off, but I want to refresh the chat because I don't believe this 9 bullshit. Are you going to say anything back? Oracle? Oracle, did you go outside and smoke a cigarette? Oh, the AMA explains the Saitama pump right now. Oh, yeah, I saw Elon was pumping. Don't you understand, man? It's like I don't see. It said I had 9 viewers. I've really got 21 viewers. Everybody. Oh. I'm so cringe right now, man. I am so fucking cringe right now. I just want to strangle freaking Restream for this. I want to say hello and welcome to all 21 of you. I'm so glad you guys are all here. It's a huge audience for me, and I love that you guys are all here. Nothing will make me more serious and try to be more entertaining for you than knowing that there's a bunch of people watching the show. You know, I will even be more like Louis Rossman was at the beginning of his show. So I kind of wanted to see this overnight composter because I compost. I'm doing it right now. And it takes a little time for the food to rot. You know, you want the nitrogen to get released, and it's not. And the one thing I have learned about growing is that different things on different time schedules. So there's quick release nitrogen, and then there's things that break down over time. Right? Like eggshells, they release nitrogen, but they take a long time. Bat guano, pretty quick release nitrogen. But there's things like cottonseed meal, you know, kelp meal. You know, these take a while. They're dried products. They're powdery. They take a while to break down and release that nitrogen. So it'll take weeks for them to release. Right? I'm really curious to see if he's going to say, look, you can't just create nitrogen overnight and have potable soil. I really want to watch this sound. I was going to say sound drone. This Thunderfoot, because they kind of look like each other. I always confuse them. I want to watch this Thunderfoot video and listen to him debunk this composter. You still have to amend your compost, but it'll erase most of your trash. Do you ever water your plants from your koi pond? No. You know, Oracle, it's not bad to do that. You know, I mean, aquaponics, bro. You can have fish living underneath plants and the roots coming down into where the fish are swimming. And the way it works is fucking crazy, is they feed each other. You know, the plants create, you know, all this root systems and shit, bacteria, and then eventually algae grows on them. And the fish will nibble on that and eat that food. And the fish will in turn produce waste in the water. And the fucking plants will in turn take the fucking, the droppings from the fish broken down and eat that as food. And it's this crazy, awesome cycle. Aquaponics, it's like this, it's just like genius fucking, it's just like, you're just replicating nature, you know, basically. But, you know, I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to say if it's going to get down to what the release of nitrogen and shit, you know? So let's watch a little bit and see if it does, all right? What do you guys think? Can we check it out?
Unfriendly that it's helping to destroy the planet, get a cute little kid to join in.
If you're gonna buy something anyway, why don't we make it easy for you to buy something that's just better? I really think this should be in every household.
Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
What if changing the world was as easy as pushing a button? Hey, I'm Matt from Pila, and I want to introduce you to my friend Lomi. At Pila, we're a team of engineers and material scientists.
Wow, just look at all those engineers and material scientists, and not one of them can actually do the most simple of thermodynamic calculations. And for those worried about the idea of thermodynamic calculations, actually, it's as simple as dividing one number by another. Oh yes, everyone who has found a way to pointlessly increase everyone's carbon footprint whilst simultaneously claiming they're going to lower it, wave vigorously at the camera.
The last 3 years, we've been creating something truly special.
I
A
gotta
solution
smoke.
to the
This is
world's
great
climate
already.
problem.
I'm loving this.
Now, before I show you how Lomi is going to change the world, let's talk about why you're going to want one in your home today.
Yeah, put the little kids in there for a little green emotional manipulation.
Maybe you live in a big city and have a green bin program. You know, those little plastic bins with leaky bags under your sink that are amazing at producing smelly, gross liquid sludge that nobody wants to touch.
Yes, yes. If only there was some sort of massively energy inefficient, large, space-consuming electrical consumer appliance that requires high maintenance solve this.
Happy
desperate
420,
dilemma
everybody.
into
Cheers.
the trash.
No law regarding
Sounds like
Thunderfoot.
something that would be a
You guys should be following
game-changing
Thunderfoot on YouTube.
You don't have a green bin system where you live. And instead, you throw
It's
all
2
your food
zeros
waste
for
into
foot.
garbage, which then goes to a landfill, which produces methane, which causes climate change.
Yes. If only there was some way you could desiccate this plant waste and then grind it up pointlessly using lots of energy so you can put it in the soil somewhere where it will rehydrate, then decompose to form exactly as much methane, causing exactly as much global warming as before. Oh, sorry, more global warming, because now you've had to put all of the energy in to desiccate and grind up the waste first. Now all you can do is convince people to pay $500 for the privilege.
Lomi makes your life so much easier.
$500?
You can compost your food waste,
Dude.
that pesky packaging from your
I use a plastic bag. Look, $500? Holy fucking shit, people are stupid. I drink a lot of coffee. There's eggshells in there. There's spoiled shit. There's whatever the fuck. It goes in a Glad 2-gallon bag. It doesn't break when I carry it. It doesn't smell. I take it outside, and I put it in with the pile, and it doesn't cost me $500. If you pay $500 to do what I can do in this bag for free, however much this bag costs me, you are a fucking sucker. And all those people waving at you are all cunts. They're cunts, and the people that bought this fucking piece of garbage are fucking sucker bitch motherfuckers. You need a fucking bag. Oh, and P.S., you can rinse these out and reuse them. So you can keep doing that shit. That's just wow, man. You know, I'm wow. $500. Dude, it's a goddamn compost bin. Why is there what's with the plastic fork and knife? That must be recyclable plastic or something made out of hemp. Who knows?
your online shopping habit, and even biodegradable plastics. Yep, Lomi even works on Pila's compostable phone cases, all at the push of a button. And as little as a few hours later, your waste is turned into the start of nutrient-rich compost.
Sorry, what was that?
Right on,
it's
OG.
a composter, right? It produces compost.
Lomi can compost your food waste.
Nope. A few hours later, it isn't transformed into compost. It's transformed into the start of compost.
In as little as a few hours later,
Right.
your waste is
It
turned
takes
into a
time.
set of nutrient-rich compost.
Like I said, there's a time factor involved in making compost. There's one thing anyone knows about making compost. It takes time for the bacteria to start doing what they do inside the soil, creating that live environment inside. How's that going to happen in 24 hours? I don't understand, man. What, are you going to fucking stick your plants in that?
Which, if you think about it, is kind of exactly what it was before.
You probably know us at Pila as the inventors of the world's first compostable phone case. Pila's customers have eliminated more than 41.8 million plastic bags worth of garbage in the last 5 years.
Oh boy, this really is amateur hour. Air plastic, wearable carbon, and sky diamonds are all things that I busted years ago.
Oh
And
my
whilst this isn't
God.
exactly the same, the core of it is. Just to keep alive, your carbon footprint from breathing is about 50 grams per hour, about a kilo per day.
You
And
think, Josh, you think this is trolling? You think this is trolling? Dude, this is debunking, Josh. You don't know, you have no idea what the fuck you just said. He's not fucking trolling, bro. He's owning motherfuckers. He's giving you facts, and you're calling him a fucking troll? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? That's offensive.
and your first world lifestyle adds about a 0 on the end of that. Basically, you can't change this into being carbon footprint friendly by economizing on plastic, especially something as small as a 50 or so gram phone case. Yeah, that's your carbon footprint for breathing for an hour. And you're going to save that, what, once every 5 years? During which your carbon footprint has been.
Did you know you have 4 knees? Yo, freaking Oracle, what is this like? Are you telling a joke? You setting up a joke?
50 plus tons if you're lucky. If you want to economize on carbon footprint, it's simple. Use less energy. Like, say, for instance,
Yeah, he's not a troll, bro. He doesn't put shit on the internet to try to get the attention of the people that he's attacking. He hates those motherfuckers. He doesn't want to talk to them. He doesn't want to have anything to do with these idiots. You know, he's not trying to engage them in anything, bro. That's what a troll is. Yeah, man. Yeah, you said you're sorry. It's just, it's fucking, okay, I'll accept it. You said you're sorry. It's hard to accept that, man. Just the fact that you even said it. It's hard to accept your apology. It's so fucking offensive, bro.
don't invent power-consuming ways of pointlessly desiccating household waste.
To create Lomi, we've spent over 3 years completing more than 1,000 compost tests and endless hours of design and prototyping. Lomi isn't just beautifully designed.
Oh yeah, you need a lot of design to convince eco-freaks to pay $500.
And this is Natural Living with Sanana, where I share information, tips, and product reviews to help you live a more healthy, sustainable, natural, and non-toxic lifestyle.
Benny says, I like talking about growing and positive stuff. And space stuff. Space stuff? I think space is a waste, Benny. Hashtag space is a waste.
For a machine that will actually increase their carbon footprint.
Lomi isn't just beautifully designed. It is the world's best home composter.
Aha, the world's best indoor composter, which, as you might imagine, is not a high bar to cross, but notably not the first. Indeed, history is almost as littered with failed versions of this idea.
What
as
is it,
is for-
Benny? What is it about space that you want to talk about, bro? Yeah, I'm really interested in finding out about this composter scam, and you want to talk about space. I want to find out about this corporation with these fucking 16 or 24 people, however many that was on the screen, that are all a bunch of cunt liars, right? That are a bunch of fucking cunts that lie, that don't know shit about fucking growing, that are fucking selling a $500 composter in what I just showed you, a fucking $1 baggie to do. I'm kind of interested in that. And I'm just kind of curious, Benny, what about space? What, you want to talk about something in outer space? What? I was watching Star Trek Next Generation. I started from the beginning. I was going to start watching from the beginning again. I saw a documentary by William Shatner. It's really good. We're going to talk about that later on this show, so stick around for that. You don't want to miss this conversation. Because you know I make a lot of references to Shatner and space. Watching or washing machine. Watching Machine Head Live Electric Happy Hour reminds me of your playing and singing name. Thanks, Riff. I haven't played guitar on the stream in quite some time. It's been a while. Love the Next Generation. Well, I got to tell you something. I've watched a lot of episodes. I'm sure I haven't seen everyone, but my sister has. She's huge, fucking ate up with that shit. So it'll be something her and I could talk about, which is cool. Let's have a good evening. So can I go back to my composter video, Benny? Can I go back to my composter video? Because I want to make sure you're satisfied. Seriously, it really matters. That's why I stopped my whole fucking show for you right now. Because you're making it sound like you don't want to listen to Thunderfoot debunk these fucking cunts that are selling a fake composter. And I'm really interested in hearing about it. Oh, I can go back. Oh, cool. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Potato chip. Professor.
The free water from air device. Way back in 2013.
That's a good one.
10 years ago now.
I love that
Chloe.
one.
Introducing Chloe, the ultimate composter. Turn your food waste into a valuable resource in only 24 hours. Chloe saves you time and money and helps create a more sustainable environment. Did you know that over 60% of landfill is made up of food waste?
Which seems to have died off.
Renee, are you saying that your husband has to catch up on all the Next Generation episodes because you've already? That's hilarious. I was making it over, and now we're in the show. That's hilarious. Yeah, you guys enjoy the show.
Or come bankrupt or something. Then in 2017, about 5 years ago now.
Oh yeah, I've
there
seen
was
all the
Zero,
episodes.
launched on Indiegogo, raised about $500,000, and it looks like they did actually deliver something to customers for about $1,000, which, if you follow the comments, seems to have been $1,000 of unreliable junk. Let's take a quick look, shall we? So here we are.
That's
on
scientific, by the
Zero
way.
Food recycler raised about $500,000 off 700 backers. So they're paying about $800 a pop for this. And some of the early stuff is, they didn't get it. And, to be fair, the project owners do look like they reply to a lot of the what a scam, where's my refund stuff.
Zero Food Recyclers started when we learned how big of a problem food waste is and its effect on the environment. From there, it was a years-long process to come up with an elegant, effective solution to
depending on the humidity.
All the good that I feel I'm doing by composting is completely offset by the smell.
It usually takes about 3 days to 7 days before I actually see fungus growing on top of the compost or the coffee, because I do the coffee too. And sometimes if you open up the coffee, you'll see a little fungus growing on the coffee, those little Keurig 2.0s. Dude, that giant bag of coffee grounds, that's all from the Keurig 2.0 K-Cups. Peeled the top off each one. I have a whole system for doing it. I'll show you. I got one. I'll show you. Watch this. How's my covfefe? Okay, I still got coffee. But I'll show you anyway. Watch this. I'll show you the whole technique. So here's a new bag. The other bag was an old bag. This is a new bag. You can see the coffee builds up quickly. You know, over time, it's unbelievable how fast. There's pieces of onion in there that got chopped off the ends. Right. So this is the technique. This is how I compost. I put eggshells, coffee grounds, pieces of vegetable. I keep meat out. I do not use meat. I don't want to smell rotten meat. I don't want to attract rodents and rats, fucking whatever the fuck. So I don't use meat. Okay. I take one of these out of the Keurig after I've used it. This is the Pete's, let's see, is it going to dark? Is it French roast? It's this one's been used. So you take I use a wooden stick like this. You get these, you know, wherever the fuck. And I just go like this, man. I take just the tip of it and I just touch it. And it's almost cuts it like a laser beam, like that, to the end. Really simply. And I take my fingernail and I grab this as close to the edge as I can. And I start peeling it like this. I start peeling, 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 peeling like this all the way around. And the whole top comes off. And I throw that in the garbage. And I have this. And then what I do with this is I take it and I set it on the counter for about 7 days. And I let them dry out. And once they're dry, it makes it really easy. You just open up your bag like this. And you take these and you dump them in. And you take the same stick that you opened it with. And you just go like this with it. You just run it around in a circle until you don't see any more coffee grounds coming out of the container. And when it's dry, this takes about 4 or 5 seconds. When it's right out of the coffee machine like this, it takes a little bit longer. It takes like 20 seconds or so. And then you take this and you set it there. You do all of them at the same time. And you stack them all together really tightly so it doesn't take up a lot of space in the landfill. Boom. And you just close up your compost bag. And I keep it right there. I keep it right there on the counter in the kitchen. It's out of the way though. It's not in my way. But no meat. I put meat down the garbage disposal, or any meat that I don't eat, like fats or whatever. I give them to my dog. You know, if my dog can eat it, he gets it. I really don't have to worry about. My dog will eat a fucking 10-month-old dead bird on the ground outside. You know, he eats anything, and I probably could have given him that rotten fucking burrito, but no, dude, I won't. Like I said, it's not just a statement. I wouldn't give it to my dog. It was factual. I wouldn't give that to my dog. Rotten burrito. But I got a pizza instead. I got a frozen pizza. I think I'm up ahead on them. Not really. But now they know, you know, keep your eye on that shit and make sure you get it off the shelf when it's past expiration. Oh, did he? Woody Oracle? Good for Pennsylvania. He wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother him at all. I just let him out in the yard and let him hang out outside. You know, let him go visit. It's a great time to let him go visit the neighbors. You know? Going rogue. Dude, the crypto market is looking up. Look at the Matic. I might have to check into a couple things here. Wait, do we want to go back to this debunking video? Let's see what the science is behind this. This is what I love about Thunderfoot.
The first couple of times I used it, I thought maybe it needed just a little warming up. It's unbearable.
The new Zero
Oh, it smells.
Recycler, turning waste into wonderful.
Dude, my plastic bags are better than the $500 composter because it's not airtight, and my plastic baggies are. Wow, think about that.
Well, the other comment that's remarkably common is it just stopped working.
Now, after a lot of hard work and many iterations, we've come up with a revolutionary new device.
It's not very familiar about all this.
The last 3 years, we've been creating something truly special, a solution to the world's garbage problem. Now, before I show you how Lomi is going to change the world,
That recycles a week's worth of a typical family's food waste within just 24 hours.
My unit is currently at $1,000 pay per week, and it's bumming me out. I was told that for my investment, I would receive a functioning unit. I was not told that for my donation, I was going to be a guinea pig.
The mission of the engineer.
Hey, Riff, how are you going to keep the smell from leaking out your garbage compost kitchen bin, Mr. fucking Genius? Just explain me that. How'd they come up with the value for this garbage? Hey, whatever sucker will pay, bro. You know, if a sucker's going to pay 500, a sucker's going to pay 500. Hey, Joe, what's up, brother?
Team was to create a device that could help the consumer take those food scraps and turn them into something useful without having to leave the kitchen.
Can I return my Zero? It doesn't work. I've tried all the troubleshooting tricks, and it just breaks immediately again.
The inner workings are complex, but simply put, Zero Food Recycler accomplishes that goal a few ways.
What do I have to do to get someone to fix my Zero Food Recycler? I got about 3 rounds of fertilizer out before it stopped moving the fertilizer from the main compartment to the bin. I expected much better service from Whirlpool.
Yeah, Benny, the whole point of making compost is that it attracts microorganisms into it. You understand that? And it takes time for those microorganisms to form. It doesn't happen in fucking 24 hours, which is what this thing claims to do. It makes it overnight.
Now I have a huge hunk of $600 junk sitting in my house. Someone please comment.
Kind of play around with the Zero Food Recycler at W Labs. I was fully amazed with the product that came out that I could use as fertilizer in just like a 24-hour
You
period.
can deal with the noise and the smell, but now it takes 2 to 3 days to run.
I haven't had a chance to use a Zero Food Recycler in my home yet, so I'm really looking forward to the Zero Food Recycler being available because it will change the way that we do composting with my family.
My apartment is 700 square foot, too small for the smell to disperse when the unit runs.
you know, those little plastic bins with leaky bags under your sink that are amazing at producing smelly, gross liquid sludge that nobody wants to.
If I move it to the balcony, as suggested for a responder, I will void the warranty. How do I keep dust and pollen out of it? I received my unit 8 weeks ago, and after trying to set it up, I found there is no app. The unit makes a humming sound and nothing happens. Or there's the Food Cycler, which you can currently buy for about $500. Although, if you've seen the videos of it working, not quite sure why you would do that.
Times when I am composting, I notice at the end of the cycle, a residue is left on the bottom of the bucket. I've got a picture of that here for you. And we'll be able to see the last batch that I composted here.
So yeah, historically this rapid composter has a long lineage as a failed device, simply so it can be reported by Pella as a totally new approach to solving the world's waste problem.
We're here at the CNET Smart Home today taking a look at a really cool product. It is the W Labs by Whirlpool Corporation Zero Food Recycler. So this is a $1,199 device that basically takes all of your food scrap, basically takes that long, tedious outside process and reduces it down to a 24-hour period.
Your voice is
shaking.
shaking.
The food and it turns it into this fertilizer that you can access in the bin below.
Which brings us on to the current round. People have paid best part of $5,000 for a rapid composter. No, not to buy one, but to back one on Kickstarter. You know, where you might have to wait for a year or two for them to figure out exactly how they're going to make the product, if they can figure it out at all. So there are at least 3 of these that I'm aware of: Tero, Kalia, and Lomi. Tero raised some 2 million Canadian dollars in late 2020. Kalia raised a total of just over €1 million almost exactly at the same time. Now you have Lomi, 6 months late to the stupidity party, raising about $7 million. Now, for timelines, Taro was late getting to production, but it looks like they actually got there.
Hey, Benny, I'm going to block you from my live stream so you can suck my dick, you fucking douchebag. Fuck off.
Well, Kalia lingers in the excuses phase.
Well, we
The
learned
username for all
something.
of these things was virtually identical.
Introducing the Tero device, a solution that revolutionizes home composting. Tero is a small countertop appliance that quickly transforms your food waste into a natural fertilizer.
You know, a family of friendly, good-looking, congenial actors, always with an eco-friendly mom and a lot of cute kids desperate to participate in whatever mommy is doing.
But no panic. Doing something good and creating environmentally friendly compost is easy peasy.
Today, we are proud that the Tero device possesses a unique, performing, and energy-efficient technology.
Before I show you how Lomi is going to change the world, let's talk about why you're going to want one in your home today.
With immaculate production values, which it must be said is rather a jarring contrast for Kalia's update videos. Where they update people rather than having a working product like they have in their promo videos, they don't really even have a functioning prototype.
No more smelly garbage, no more garbage hassle. Fresh compost, easily homemade, less stress for you.
So yes, Kalia is of course packed with the latest technology. But then new technology is always complex. And it took us many workshops and discussions to handle this complexity to simplify the manufacturing process.
Just plug it in, push the button, and let the compost game begin. In 3 minutes.
You could just hear the conversations in the boardroom. Look, we need this thing to work in 24 hours. And the guys are saying, look, man, you can't just invent bacteria in 24 hours. It's not going to happen. This is not going to be live compost. You're not going to make it. And they're going, just figure out how to do it. We just 24 hours. Just make it happen. You know, you're just like, this is total fucking insanity.
Magic steps. Curious to see how and where Kalia's magic is made? Since 2017, the passionate Kalia team worked and tested hard on innovative technology and the perfect design to fit in every kitchen.
All right, thanks, Patrick. The time in Italy was really important. It was great to finally meet this highly skilled and really passionate team. In the last 2 weeks, we finalized the assembly of our first serial prototype.
Many generations of prototype.
Compared to our last prototype, I want to show it to you.
Can we just have that moment of passion again?
Compared to our last prototype, I want to show it to you.
And one last time to seal the deal.
It's fucking funny.
Almost 2 years of testing.
There are many more improvements, which I unfortunately can't show today because the patent process is still not finished.
Together with leading research institutes, Kalia perfectly optimized the composting process.
Despite all the progress we have made with Kalia, we don't have such good news regarding our delivery date. We won't be able to meet our scheduled delivery date. We worked so hard, but despite all efforts, we have to update our delivery schedule. The shipment of your first Kalias is now planned for December 2020.
You can kill them with kindness, because not everything that is called compost is real compost.
Look, fundamentally, all you gotta know here is there really isn't a lot you can get done in the way of composting in 24 hours. You know, ask anyone who's tried to ferment stuff, like say, for instance, beer. So really, all you can do is dry this stuff out and grind it up. And a lot of vegetable waste is cellulose, which is notoriously slow to break down. Overwhelmingly, all you're going to do overnight is desiccate the stuff, which turns out to be almost the most energy-intensive thing that you could do to your trash. I mean, we're talking getting some regular trash bags, gold plating them, then throwing those away for no apparent reason, and just using regular trash bags. That's the sort of level of waste that we're talking here. You think I'm joking? Not even close. This is Lomi describing after you've paid $500 for your piece of kit, actually having run it overnight. Now, what are you going to do with it? Oh, throw it in exactly the same trash or exactly the same compost pile that you were going to beforehand.
But I'm going to call one of our engineers and ask him what's the best practice for what to do with this. I'm going to ask you, I ran Lomi in express mode last night, and I'm curious, what can I do with what's left in the bucket this morning?
Green bin is one option. Second option is a home compost pile. And third option is garbage if you don't have anything.
Sweet. Okay.
Sweet.
Changing the world
Okay.
is as easy as pushing a button. And for the last 3 years,
Did you hear what that guy said? He's like, well, you could throw it away. He literally told her that. The third option is garbage. What? Dude.
we've been creating something truly special, a solution to the world's garbage problem.
I mean, you might remember from a lot of my early busting videos, there were all these people claiming that they'd solved the world water shortage by getting water from the air. No, not by rain, but by some amazing new technology that no one had ever thought of before, called a dehumidifier. And yes, that story is to this very day a staple of the junk news cycle. And the reason that never became commercially viable, of course, is it's too expensive. Boiling and condensing water is one of the most energy intensive things that you can do. Kettles are high energy appliances. You really have to gurgle the energy into those for minutes just to boil off a tiny fraction of the water. This is you putting the energy into the system to break the hydrogen bonds. And that takes a crazy amount of energy for water. 2 million joules per kilogram of water. That's about a litres worth.
That is 1 litre of water.
Basically, if you want to desiccate a kilo of plant waste, which for simplicity here we'll call a kilo of water, it's not, but it's, it's close enough, it's like 80% water, that sort of thing.
I love it because it's super quick and it reduces your food waste down to 80%.
So it's basically going to require the same amount of energy as boiling 1 litre of water.
Lomi is interrupted in the middle of a cycle. Caution, the bucket and the contents will be hot. Stand back as there may be some steam if the lid is removed.
Yeah, it's like putting 1 litre of water in your kettle and boiling it off. And so even if we assume no losses here, we can calculate exactly how much that's going to cost. Or maybe more relevantly here, its carbon footprint. But for the eco-nauts who think they're going to save the planet with a recyclable phone case. Merely to evaporate 1 kilogram of water requires 2 million joules, 2 megajoules, or about half a kilowatt hour. So if you have a kettle that runs at about 2 kilowatts, you'll have to run it for about 15 minutes to boil off the water, assuming no losses. Now, kilowatt hour in America is about 12 cents, so half a kilowatt hour is about 6. So cost-wise, you might not think it's so bad. We'll come back to the other costs later. I'm sure you're all desperately looking forward to the convenience of having to cut up your biodegradable plastic into little squares.
There are 2 things to remember when you're running a Lomi approved mode. First, we recommend a maximum of 10% bioplastics and the rest food waste. And all of your bioplastic pieces need to be less than 10 centimeters. So sometimes that means you'll have to cut it up. In this case, we've cut up
Wow, you guys are fucking idiots. Dude, I don't have to cut up anything when I put it in my compost bag. I just put it in the compost bag. Banana peel, eggshells, whatever the fuck. I don't crush anything up or do anything like that. When I put it on the compost pile, I take a shovel and I chop it up then with the shovel. It's very simple to do. It only takes a minute. Just chop, 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 chop. Cover it up with dirt. That's it. This is so stupid. Holy shit. This is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Gonna get you to put the packaging inside of the bucket. Just tuck them into the sides. Perfect.
Tuck them into the
Save
sides.
at the moment. You've paid a lot of money for it. So what's the carbon footprint of the half kilowatt hour this thing's
fuck?
going to need to run? Well, according to the Energy Information Agency, to generate about a kilowatt hour using the most eco-friendly of the fossil fuels, natural gas,
watermelon
requires
rinds
the
in it.
generation of about a pound
Deer
of carbon
love them.
dioxide.
Deer
Yeah, about
love
half a
watermelon
kilo.
rinds.
So to run Lomi will generate about half a pound of carbon dioxide or a quarter of a kilo of carbon dioxide. This is all completely pointless, of course. You just put a load of energy in to pointlessly desiccate your food waste.
What if I forgot to put something in?
We don't recommend you stop loaming once you've started the cycle because it can be very, very hot on the inside. It'll be slightly warm on the outside. If you've forgotten something, just put it to the side for your next loamy cycle. It's totally normal to see some pieces of bioplastics left in your end product after you've run the cycle. What do you notice, Greg?
It's really dry.
Yes, that's because you put a load of energy in to pointlessly desiccate the stuff.
And what can I do with the dirt now that it's done?
Oh, this is where you're going to get your payoff for all that extra energy you put into it. And you're not just going to say put it in
Throw in the garbage.
regular
Just
green
throw in the
bin
garbage.
or trash can like it goes in at the moment.
Any dirt that comes out of the Loamy approved mode can go in your green bin or your waste bin, which is a great alternative to how food waste is being disposed of right now.
Oh, what? Those are exactly the bins that it goes in without Loamy.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
No shit, it doesn't even make sense. Yeah, throw this stuff in this $500 blender and then throw it in your garbage. Yay! Yay! What? She need a lab coat to tell us that shit? Ugh. What do you guys think?
Any dirt that comes out of the Loamy approved mode can go in your green bin or your waste bin.
You've done nothing! Nothing!
And not only do they have the gall to claim that this device that increases your carbon footprint actually lowers it, they even go as far to say that Loamy customers have reduced the carbon impact by 1,600,000 fewer pounds of coal burn. The equivalent of 100 million trees. Yeah, so ballpark numbers, that's 100 million trees, it being equal to roughly 1 million pounds of coal, which means that a tree is worth about 1/100 of a pound of coal per year, which is about 5 grams or 1/10 of an ounce.
There they are.
Yeah. So you have a machine with a history
25
that clogs
people.
up by the very nature of the intractable plant waste that you're trying to desiccate. A machine that pointlessly uses energy to pointlessly dry household waste and then dumps that water as humidity into your house. Has a history of stinking, even if it works, maybe needs constant refills on carbon filters, needs constant maintenance and cleaning. Oh, and clocks in at somewhere between 500
So this is a $1,199 device.
and takes up a load of space on your kitchen counter. There's just raised another $7 or so million on Indiegogo. What was his name?
Lid. On the Loamy lid, the Loamy body, Loamy in.
The Batmobile backtracking device.
And Loamy's awake. In your Loamy delivery, the easier it is for Loamy, not Loamy approved inside of Loamy.
Just bat pellets from our bat capsule dispensary.
In your Loamy delivery, stuff Loamy with Loamy
pod.
Loamy pods, Loamy approved bag last night. So let's take a look at what Loamy.
Hold perfectly still. This calls for the bat tweezers.
In your Loamy.
Bat
your Loamy
tweezers.
instruction manual, the Loamy bucket, and get Loamy running. I'm gonna get you to switch Loamy to the Loamy approved mode.
Try us tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
God damn.
Alternatively,
Was he
you can
really
put
on that
a like
thing?
on the video,
Oh
and
my
you
God.
maybe consider subscribing. And if you really like the videos that I make here, you can support this channel directly through Patreon.
Where was it? What's that? Oh. Where the fuck was that fermentation chart at? I guess I should just look it up. I'll find one. Wasn't it? Was it? That's where he was talking about boiling water. No, it was before. It's just before that. Oh God, it was so stupid, dude. I can't believe they were just telling people straight up, "Yeah, you're gonna use this $500 device and throw this stuff in your green bin and your garbage." What? Why are they paying? What are they paying for, man? You know? Oh my God, I can't find it. He usually talks more about the science to disprove whatever it is he's debunking. But, you know, he did it so quick, and I missed where he did it at. I don't know where it was, where that shot. Where's the shot? The fermentation shot. No. Here, I'll Google that shit. I'll Google that shit, yo. That's what I'm gonna do right now, son. Fermentation time chart. Kombucha. Sourdough. Bia. Are those hours? Hours. Yeah, they are. So there's after 24 hours. It's just starting. But then it's well after 2 days when it really starts taking off. You can really see it on these charts. These are cool. Time, hour. Holy shit. The dynamics of the fermentation process. There's like a gradual, but 24 hours is just, there is the start at 24 hours. There is the start of fermentation. But when you see what it exponentially grows, here, check this out. Check this chart out. So here's 24 hours right here. Here's 24 hours. And exponentially, 48 hours, a whole day later, nothing has reached its peak after 48 hours, man. Nothing has reached its peak after 48 hours. And then you go all the way up to 60 fucking hours, man, and you're finally hitting a peak on specific tests that reveal how much fermentation is actually occurring. Every single one of them increases and continues to increase over time. So week-old fucking compost is fucking more active than their 24-hour bullshit. Does it come with a free set of steak knives? I wouldn't be surprised if it does, Dave. I wouldn't be surprised one bit. So that was fun, man, watching Thunderfoot. You guys check him out on YouTube. It's Thunderfoot with 2 zeros. You guys take care. Enjoy your 420s. And I will see you guys on the next upload. I don't know when it'll be, but I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye now. Hashtag keep it open. That's what we're wanting to do there. And to check our covfefe. Oh. Once again, only one hashtag keep